Good morning. Welcome to class. So today is the first day of class, and I wanted to send out a little video showing you a few things to help you get started. The first thing that I wanted to go over is your email, and I'm going to share my screen. I need for you, well, everyone, we all need you to use your school email account. So if you go to the AlamentsCC.edu website, the main website, under login here, it says how you can go to get to Moodle, self-service, your ACC email, or the Watermark Aviso. Now, ACC email is where you want to go, and it'll have a place for you to sign in for your ACC email, and you will use your username and your password that you use on all of these, okay? Watermark does have some like an email through within Watermark, but if those do actually come through to my email, they don't always tell me who it is. So it's a little bit harder to do that. And we're supposed to use the Google email for our conversations. And you're going to need that to open some Google Docs. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Moodle. So when you log into Moodle, I don't know if it comes up on your dashboard or My Courses or maybe at home. I don't know, but on the dashboard, it does have like a little bit of a calendar type thing to tell you some things that are due. That does not mean that the only thing that you have due is right here on this calendar. You still have to go into each course individually and do the work in that course. This only shows up if certain criteria has been met and the instructor puts it a certain way. All right, so you can scroll down and click on the links below to your courses. You can click on the My Courses link so that it'll come up and you can go into a course. All right. Okay. 8-week classes is what we are doing now, and 8 weeks go really, really fast. Okay, so you really need to get started on day one, and you're going to have work due for me every week. And it's just like a 16-week course. We have all the same information, but it's been condensed to 8 weeks. Okay, so do not wait to get started on your work. No late work is going to be accepted. So I really encourage you to get the work done as soon as possible and do not wait. So when you log into your course, you're going to have your information. We have the announcements. This is very important that you check your announcements daily. At the very least, every other day. Sometimes I will put some very important information in there. I do try to send it out in an email as well, but not everyone gets those emails. So I always get kind of in the habit of checking these announcements. The first thing that you're going to have to do is the enrollment verification quiz. Nothing else will allow you to get into it until you've completed the enrollment verification quiz. So you definitely need to read all of that information and get started with that. So it tells you before you do that enrollment verification quiz, you need to look at the syllabus, and that's going to be on Simple Syllabus right here. I'm pulling this up because I want to make sure that you all see it and actually look at this. I'm going to scroll down. It's got different ways to get in touch, which email is the best way to get in touch with me. But what I wanted to show you is this course calendar. So your schedule of due dates and when each chapter or whatever it is going to be due is in this course calendar. Okay, it's linked as a Google document. That's why you have to log into your school email as well, because that logs you into Google and it will allow you to open the document and it'll come up in Google Docs. Okay, so I wanted to go over that. Sometimes I will get emails and people say that it will not open for them, and it's not going to if you're not logged into Google. All right, with your school email account, because it's only available to people that do the email that have access email account through Alamance Community College. Then you will click on the enrollment verification quiz. You will take that, and you have to do this for each and every class. This is kind of like your attendance for day one. I have information also in there that you will need to set up an account depending on which course you're in. And then you have to do the confirmation of receipt of guidelines or communicating with instructors. That's going to be here. When you click on it, you read it, you need to sign it. You can type in your name. Either way, it's going to work as your signature. And then you're going to upload that here as well. Okay, so it will go through all of that and allow you to upload. Then you have an icebreaker. The icebreaker, you have to do a video. There are some instructions in here to kind of help you on that. And then there is a due date that goes along with that. This is required as a federal government thing. You either have to do this or I have to have your test proctored. So I put in this video so that we can do that and kind of get started and not have to worry about getting all the tests proctored. When you are doing your video, you can use anything to record your video. I do need to see you, and you need to tell me your name and information. And then you can, there's several ways that you can do it, but you might need to actually go upload that video like into YouTube or something like that. So that way you can get a link to put in the assignment box in Moodle. A lot of times videos take up so much room there, you can't upload the actual video itself to Moodle. I understand that some of you do not want to put your stuff on YouTube, but there is instructions in there on how to make it. Well, you can do it to where no one can open it unless they have that link. So it's still private. So it's not just out there open to anyone. Okay. If you have any questions, please send me an email and let's get started. Good luck.